So Instagram is changing again, and I think as a photographer or someone who uses content that is still, I think you're gonna have to give it a really good thought on how you're gonna go forward. Here's why. So gone are the days when Instagram was simply an app where you just scroll through looking at great photos, getting inspiration, the reach was organic. Then came the times when you had to pay, and now we're in the age of video. This week, the CEO of Instagram came out to state that they are no longer just a photo sharing app. And that sent vibrations across the whole world. So many content creators, I think, have already put out videos concerning that. But that's really something that we really need to give thought. Instagram gave us photographers a platform where we could express ourselves through our photos. And that's why we really loved it from the beginning. And now for someone to come out and tell us that it's no longer going to be mainly towards us, it's like you're telling us we no longer have a place to share our photos. Yes, obviously you can still share your photos, but their reach is not going to be as great as before, and you're not going to get as much traction as before. Now here's the thing, humans are storytellers. We love story. That's why we love movies, and that's why we love video. People have really gotten into the vibe of doing video, and TikTok has shown us that video is really important. It allows one to be more interactive with a content creator. It allows someone to experience your thoughts much more than photo. So that is why an app like TikTok can come in and overthrow Instagram's reach, just because video is more interactive. And I did a video a few months back where I shared why video is the most rising content medium for you to share your content. I'm gonna link it up here and you're gonna be able to see it. But getting back to the point, Instagram is saying that they're now going to be sharing more, or they're going to be concentrating more on video. And that means as photographers, we've got to find better ways to tell our stories. Photos are still important, and they will be important forever and ever. I mean, you still look back at your photos of your wedding, you still look back at the photos of that trip you took, and photos will never lose their value. But the thing here is, if you're a photographer, how are you going to be able to share your work in the day and age where photo seems to be less and less concentrated on and video is more important? Instagram is a money-making platform. It's a business. It means they have to do the things that will enable them to get money. So if video is where the money is at, it's where they're gonna go. And if we are still gonna be using these platforms, we're gonna have to find more interactive ways to share our photos. For example, I went for a travel trip, I think 2 months back, and instead of just sharing my photos on Instagram and leaving it at that, I created a video around those photos, showcasing some of the great photos I took, but in video form. So I'm still able to share my photos, but I'm doing it through video, and this enables me to connect with those people who are watching videos that I do not lose out. So we're gonna have to become more innovative. Even if you're a designer who's sharing on Instagram, there's an Instagram trend where designers, graphics designers share their thoughts about branding, about design in form of photos. You're gonna have to start adding a bit of video to that so that you can keep up with what the world or what the people you want to get to are doing or what they're viewing. Another example is, instead of just sharing my photos on Instagram, I'm gonna have to start using things like Reels. TikTok is really a place where you can get ideas. For example, I was on TikTok the other day and I got an idea. Instead of just posting a photo on Instagram, what I can do is get a bunch of photos and say, let's say I put out a post like, why do I love traveling with this travel? And instead of just putting one photo of the mountains, this is what I would do.
Listen to me now.
Pretty sweet, right? So that innovation is what's going to keep you ahead in the game and allow you to remain relevant. So anyway, those are my 2 cents on this idea of how we're moving in the video world right now. What are your thoughts? You can write those down in the comment section. Like this video to let YouTube know that we're around. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we post a video. Love you guys, and hey, always remember to deliver a feeling. Peace. Content is gonna be affecting you pretty much. No. Content platform. And I did a video. And I did